So, I'm not sure how many people saw this, but I remember a while back I saw like this Reddit post, and it was like a screen recording of a Roblox game where whenever the person tried to leave, so when I say leave, I mean like, you know, open this close menu, right? There was like this text that would pop up that would basically just like say, please don't leave, and it had like, the text was like zooming in and out, and there was like crying emojis and everything. I found the Reddit post, so let me just show you, right? Look at this. That is so funny. Oh my god, this one game is begging me not to leave. That is amazing. Look at that. And look, this guy's saying desperate for that premium payout. And I thought, good point, you know? I mean, the whole point of Roblox games is, you know, to make money, obviously. Like, I can't see any other reason as to why people would make a Roblox game besides making tons of cash, obviously. So yeah, I thought that would be a fun thing to remake and also see if there's like anything else I could bind with the menu. Because look, if the goal is to make the player stay in the game for as long as possible, you know, I'm sure we could bind something. Now, if I just compared the text with the video, right, let's see. It had like a thick outline, I believe. Yeah, again, these things always have these like thick outlines. Look at this. I know this is kind of off topic, but like, why do games have such weird design? I mean, look at this. Thick outline, the same for Doka 1 font. Like, I don't know, doesn't this just get tiring? Especially with the whole lucky block thing on top here. So yeah, make this thicker, and then, what does it say again? Like, please don't leave? Yeah, please don't, yeah, look at that. That's so stupid. Please don't leave. And then they have these emojis, right? So I'm just thinking, wait, Apple crying emoji. Let me see. Wait, is this actually gonna work? Let me see. Oh, it does. That's cool. I don't know why, bro. I just thought it wouldn't work. That's pretty cool. Look at that. See, when I started making games, right, I never really looked into stuff like this. As in, like, I don't know, like, I've never looked into, like, adding emojis or making this type of stuff. Because I made games for fun, basically, right? But, like, this is absurd, you know? I'll be honest, but this is pretty funny. Yeah, this is so stupid. Look at this. I can't even, like, figure out how they did this in, like, a one-line thing. All right, took some work, but we're now done, right? Look at this. This is so funny. Oh man, I keep repeating myself, but like, like imagine playing a game, right? And then this thing just shows up. Like, what do you even do? Like, you can't leave now because you're gonna make the guy. I mean, he's already sad, to be fair, but you're gonna make him even more sad. And obviously, we don't want to do that. All right, so now the question is, how do we detect when the player is about to leave the game, right? Or in other words, detect when the player opens the menu and then closes the menu. Now, this was actually somewhat easier than I thought. I didn't think this would be difficult, but I didn't actually know that there was a built-in way to detect this. I thought you'd have to like detect when the player presses escape and then like do something with that. But actually, no, you could just say game.gui service, and then you have menu opened and menu closed. So you can say menu opened, connect function, and then menu closed. So whatever code we write here, it will fire when the menu opens, and then here when the menu closes. So then really what we gotta do is we just gotta take this frame and just make it visible or invisible based on what the player does. So I mean, let's see, let's actually make a variable for the frame. So I'll say local frame is equal to script.parent, wait for child, frame. Now at the start of the game, I'm gonna set the frame to be invisible. So then when the menu opens, I can say frame visible is true. And then when it closes again, I'll say yes, it's gonna be false again. Now, of course, there's no cool little animation right now, but I mean, let's see. Oh man, that is cool. I keep saying cool. This isn't cool. This is sad, but I mean, it's funny. Oh man, please don't leave. That's insane. Now, like I said, I also want to make an animation for this, right? Because like in the video, look at this. Just goes here in, like zooms in, zooms out. Like, that's nice. So what I think we can do is, right when we set it to be invisible, we can just make an animation for it real quick. So yeah, I'm gonna say, yeah, I want to animate the frame, tween info. Yeah, here I'm just gonna pass in some parameters, which you probably don't need to know about. But like, I am actually curious to see how well this is gonna work, because I don't know. Now, my game obviously doesn't have any players. I mean, this isn't even a game of mine. This is just an empty project, basically. But obviously, I feel like more games need this, right? Like, you know, just think of your favorite game. Like, imagine how much better your favorite game would be if it had something like this. Like, I don't know, Arsenal. Like, I could definitely see Arsenal having, like, it's just the proper game to have something like this, right? Now, for the size, I'm actually not sure exactly how we want this to play out, I'll be honest. I do want to see how this works, so let me actually see right now. That is so stupid. Please don't leave, please. Oh man, yeah, very sad, very tragic, honestly. All right, so I just made the animation quickly, and let me just show you. I think it looks amazing, 10 out of 10. Beautiful. Look at that. I mean, look, bro, if I saw this, I'd be like, damn, I gotta stay now, you know? So, yeah. And then when you close the menu, it all disappears. Yeah, I mean, see, there we go. You know, you play the game, it's all fun, and then you want to leave. You're like, oh, I have a wife and kids to, like, or some nerdy stuff like that. And then you're like, oh, no. Oh, I can't leave now. And you can't leave now, obviously, because you'll make the guy sad, so you have to keep playing, right? I think this is a very, very cool thing. So thank you, Reddit post, for showing me this. And I believe this is something that every game should have, obviously. Now, a small fun thing that I found with this GUI service thing, there's actually a lot more functions that you can like play around with. You can detect whether the emote menu is open, apparently, which, like, I'll be real, I didn't even really know you could do that. You could open or close the inspect menu. Well, what even is the inspect menu? You can send a notification. What does that even mean? Oh yeah, right, yeah, games can do notifications now. I completely forgot about that. That's pretty cool. Seems weird that it would be in a GUI service though, but you know, whatever. Is 10-foot interface. Returns true if the user is using the 10-foot interface, which is a special version. This is the only guaranteed way to verify if the user is on a console or not. Why can't Roblox just tell us whether they're on a console? Like we're getting kind of off track here, right? But like, this was always so stupid to me. Why can't Roblox just tell us what device the player is using? Because I guarantee Roblox knows. I guarantee they know. This is the only way to guarantee. No. Roblox, you know whether like you're being played from a PlayStation or like a PC. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah, but I mean, there's a ton of really cool stuff here, especially this. I like this. Inspect player from user ID. Like, what even is that? I mean, wait, let me actually give them my user ID. Get user ID from name, the original lamp. I'm curious, how would this work? Let's see. That's actually pretty cool. And actually, small thing, but you see how, like, it shows up with this? That's interesting. Like, the text is supposed to only show up when the escape menu is pressed, but yeah, anyway, I mean, I don't want to drag this on for too long. This was meant to be, like, just a little stupid thing that I found on Reddit and I wanted to replicate. But just real quickly, I'm curious, how could we make this even better? Like, how would we make this into something that can actually work, right? Like, if the goal was actually to, you know, like this guy says, you know, be desperate for the premium payout, how do we genuinely make people stay? Because I'll be real, I've been making jokes this whole time, just, you know, in case you couldn't tell somehow, but this wouldn't really work in a regular game, right? So how do we catch the players' attention? What do we do? I mean, in some previous videos, I've done things where, like, I faked kick messages, I've messed with, like hackers, where, like, I just set everything to be distorted and everything. So there's actually a lot of that we could do here. Like, even, for example, what if we just set the contrast and the saturation to be, like, this high? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Isn't this so beautiful? Look at this. Amazing. So yeah, we can even play around with this. Like, we can say local color, and then it's a game, lightning. Where's it again? Yeah, wait for child color correction. And then, you know, initially by default, we're gonna disable it. And then, yeah, color.enabled is true, color.enabled is false. So we basically end up with something that looks like this. That's insane. That's insane, bro. Oh my god. Again, look, game developers, this is exactly why I'm the best scripter. I guess, like, I'm certain that even your family at this point is like, oh, have you heard of that ByteBlocks guy? You know, like your mom is like, you know, saying, oh, have you heard of that guy? Like, I heard he's the best scripter ever, right? This is why people say stuff. This is why I got a $30 course in the description and the pinned comment. Like, I'm just saying, bro. To make it more fun, I think we could actually affect the 3D world a little bit. Like, hear me out. When the menu opens, here, let me show you what I want to do. What if I make a folder, right? So, to those unaware, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure you know what a folder is, right? But basically, we make a folder. We put this folder inside of the workspace. Now, because we're doing this in a local script, only our player will see this. So other players will not see any of this. And then what if I just say repeat? So we're gonna wait, let's say, yeah, we're just gonna wait like a single frame, right? Yeah, so let's say we're gonna make a new part. So let's say new part, instance dot new. Then I'm gonna say new part. This is weird. Look at this. It's not autofilling the variable that I made. That is weird. But yeah, whatever. We'll say the part. Then I'm gonna say dot position, and I'll just position it above the player's head, right? So I'm gonna say game.players.localplayer.character.head.position plus vector3.new 0 4. So like four studs above the player's head, and then I'll say new part dot parent is equal to this folder that we've just made. And so yeah, I'm just gonna keep summoning parts until one of these becomes invisible again. So I'll just say until frame.visible is equal to false. So let's actually see how this would work. Yeah, and then we would actually also have to delete the folder. So I'd have to say folder destroy, like so. So basically, when we open the menu, it should just flood my character with parts. Look at that. And then, oh man. That's amazing. I know this is meant to be like a dumb little thing. I actually want to add more variety to each part. I don't know, like what if I just said it's like math.random and it's gonna be something like this? Look at that. Please don't leave. Damn. Yeah, I guess a small epilepsy alert, but like amazing. See, again, every game needs this. And then look, nothing happened, right? The moment you go back to the game, you're rewarded, right? I mean, amazing. So obviously people will keep playing my game because they get these amazing rewards, right? So yeah, just for the last time, imagine you're playing a game, really liking it too, but then you're like, I gotta go. I have a wife and kids to take care of, or I have a bright future that I envision that I want to pursue, like some nerd stuff like that, right? And then you try and leave, right? Nope, you can't. Sorry, you can, but you'd make everyone feel really sad, of course. And now your game is lagging. There we go. Isn't that better? Now you can stay and play the game for as long as you like. But obviously, if you try and quit again, this will happen again. So, pick the right decision. But yeah, I mean, hope you enjoyed. Do leave a comment, honestly, like, if there's anything else you would add, because this was pretty fun to make. I'm sure that there's, like, some other mysterious thing that I don't know. I didn't give this too much thought. This was meant to be, like, a quick joke video, which I think I took a bit too far. But yeah, do leave a comment. Now, as of right now, honestly, the only things that I have left to say are for the developers. So if you're not a developer, leave the video right now, because if you don't, I will find where you are and I'll do things to you, right? But if you are still a developer, specifically like a new developer, or maybe even someone thinking of developing, so expert developers also leave right now, or else I will also do things to you, right? Obviously, I can't be a YouTuber if I don't promote some sort of product. I think that's already like a very common pattern among YouTubers, right? That they're like, hey, oh guys, by the way, and they try to hide it. Like, I don't know what they do. They try to go like, did you hear about they do some dumb thing where it's like, if they get sponsored by some company, like I'm not gonna name the company, but there was this company where like they sell like razors and like ways to shave your beard and stuff, and it was like some speedrun video, and this guy was like, oh yeah, and then I managed to like shave off 2 seconds of the speedrun, and by the way, speaking of shaving, and it's so stupid because it's just dumb. Like I might chuckle for like a second and then skip the entire segment. Like it doesn't really matter, Yeah, so I don't want to really do that, but I also don't know how to be quirky with like the quips and all that, so I will just say I have a $30 course on Roblox Studio. It's 7 hours long. I made the course effectively while thinking of past me, because when I first started scripting like 2 years ago, bro, I literally had no clue what was going on. Like I would be watching tutorials, they were all stupid, they were all boring, they never helped, and I was like, this is so dumb, if only there was actually like a guide basically. And so I made exactly that. It's a free preview, so you could go check it out. No credit card or sign up or anything like that. I also got, what else do I have? I got a podcast. You could go check that out. I got an Instagram, so that all the fine huzz will see my follow count go up, and that's gonna be kind of cool as well. And yeah, no clue what to say. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching.